The top 3 countries with the best food, do you think? Like the next 20 years, Koreans will have more babies or even worse?
I prefer the Western people. So
Samsung employee, businesswoman.
This is Sylvia and I'm Ellie.
I'm Jan. Mine tastes a lot like coffee. And actually, I don't like coffee.
Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet I kiss so? So you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo.
한국 삶이 힘들지.
what kind of?
Koreans. Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean pressure in school.
Yeah, pressure.
How would you explain to foreigners why is that?
Because in Korea we're too much compete each other, so it's very hard to getting a job because the quality of people is quite higher and higher. So everyone is higher. That means it's very hard to getting a job in here.
So not many jobs, but so many people.
I think the main reason is we don't have any resources, but we have only human beings.
Yeah.
So human being is the only one resource we have. So comparing each other to human being is extremely getting high.
Yeah.
Only human being. So and we had to develop our countries just right after our Korean War and just after Japanese invasion. So now we getting here. It was extremely hard. So we need to focus on the one spot, and that one spot is the capital Seoul. So capital Seoul, just one spot developed, and all of people just getting into the Seoul and super high extreme competitions, and we have no resources, anything. So that's why people think about us like life is really tough. It's getting really. It's not easy. That's why I think.
And our parents' generation always thinking about if you do study hard, you will be, or you can do it. But nowadays it's not like that. So that means that competition is too much.
So the old generation still want study hard, work hard,
Right.
but now it's not necessary
it's,
anymore.
It's not the muscle.
So now young people are, we don't want to work hard anymore. We already have good life.
Right.
Maybe. And our parents' generation, if someone get a job, and get a job was kind of easy at that time. Someone get a job and have just saving, and then the whole family can be just live with that.
Right.
And
Only the
father
work.
And after a few years, they could buy a house.
Okay.
But now the house prices is like
Increase.
more than 10 times. 5 times and 10 times, I think.
Maybe 10 and more.
Like that, like 10 times, I think. It increased 10 times, and we can't have a house no more. Like just work like 3, 4, 5 years. We can't afford a house. No one, and everyone have to work. There's no. 한 명의 가장이 가족 전체의 삶을 이끌어 간다는 건 더 이상 불가능한 시대가 되었어를 영어로 어떻게 얘기하죠?
Did you get it?
Yeah, I
Should I explain you or okay? If you have a question, ask me.
Okay. It's very hard to understand. So all the women also need to work. Even they raise their kids. So it's hard to. It's hard. That can be the very hard life.
And therefore you have low birth rate, right? Like women also have to work, so they don't have time to get a baby or grow a baby.
Nowadays the rate of birth is under the 1.
It's
0.7 or
0.7, and it's up and down and around the 0.7, and it's we're distinguishing. Yeah,
because so many of young people think they gonna be married after they getting money.
Yeah.
And having the house. So the average age of the marriage is higher,
Yeah.
making higher.
Yeah, and I also keep talking about that social media, comparing our life
Yeah.
with visually, photos, videos, and now everything is
Oh, no,
really
it's
getting
yours.
obvious. Like you can make
No,
that.
it's good. Yeah.
Everything is getting really obvious. So everyone's standard getting higher and higher. I can't
Yeah.
get married yet. I can't get married yet. I can't have a kid yet. Yet.
Do you think the future now, like the next 20 years, Koreans will have more babies or even worse?
Even worse.
Worse?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so. Even worse.
Now, maybe what if now the new generation gets older and the older generation goes away? Let's say like that.
Right.
So yeah. So what if now the newer generation is more okay? Let's work a little bit less. Let's have more babies. No.
I think there's no turning back.
Okay.
Because the old generation cannot have young generation. So
So 언젠가 한국 사람들이 사라질 거야?
yeah, I talked to you before,
Yeah.
so I saw some YouTube video.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, we're dinosaurs.
wow.
Bye. We're dinosaurs.
No.
Bye. We're dinosaurs.
Maybe in the future the AI will help.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Robot.
AI.
Yeah.
AI
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah.
I mean to make the time to people to relaxing or free
Yeah.
time.
Can you smart Korean scientists please invent some robot that
I guess.
so that Koreans have more free time, please? Many Koreans these days also leave Korea, like they want to live abroad. To how many countries did you go?
30 countries and
30?
yeah,
Yeah.
150 cities. Over the 150 cities.
So world traveler number 1, world traveler number 2. You also went to a lot of countries.
Already. I think I've been 23 countries and more than 75 cities.
You just were tourists, right? Or did you also live abroad? Only or
She's
tourists?
been there.
I've been in Denmark for 6 months for exchange student.
Oh, Denmark.
Yeah.
So, what was a country where you thought, wow, here life is really beautiful?
Korea.
Me too. Me too.
That's why I'm here.
There is no president. Now I have to get somehow a visa before there's a president. I also think Korea. But except of Korea, is there any country you would like to maybe live, or maybe, I don't know, like a country that made a very good impression to you? Yeah.
Good impression.
But after traveling a lot, I'm
Yeah.
just recognized
That Korea is the best. I know, yeah. We all know.
it's not depends on the country. I mean,
Oh.
what kind of experience you get, that could be the define.
No.
I think.
Oh.
Actually, the one of the examples. So I've been Berlin 2 times. So because of your German, I just
Yeah.
make some example. So when I visited Berlin as first time,
Yeah.
I couldn't feel anything because
Yeah.
I was not fun because it was just a travel, just a business trip, and just to look a little bit
Uh-huh.
a small part. So it was not good experience.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
but after
No, they have Haksen.
yeah,
I mean, the problem is Berlin. You went to Berlin. I don't think it's.
I ate the Haxen there.
Oh yeah, Haxen. Yeah.
And also I ate the Berlin style Haxen too. You know what it
I
is?
didn't know there's a Berlin style Haxen.
Yeah,
No.
because there are
What?
2 types of Haxen. So one is just the baked Haxen with the crispy, how can I crispy
Crispy
cover?
surface
Yeah.
covered.
But the other one is just like smooth and more soft. It's
족발이잖아.
and the color is
학생보다 족발 더 맛있어. Yeah.
And the
I
color,
like.
yeah, the color it was just pink. So it's a
Pink?
little, yeah, totally different. I can.
Yeah.
Send photo to him.
Yeah, it's Berlin style.
Yeah.
Wow.
That looks like I would never eat that. Yeah. It's,
But it's a Haksen. It's
you like it?
yeah, I like it, but I prefer the crispy one. But
Okay.
oh, it's not bad.
Speaking of food, what's your favorite? Like, can you make a top 3 countries with the best food?
Korea.
A real patriot.
I'm serious. I'm not.
You jump for next president.
I'm not a patriot at all, but I'm serious. Really.
No, I also Korea is in my top 3. First is Italian food, second Mexican food, third is Korean food. Yeah.
I prefer Japanese food. And also I love Haksen too.
Yeah.
Or when we visit Spain, we can try the hamon. Hamon is a
Paella?
no hamon is also the meat, the sliced meat.
Oh, I don't know. Is it Spaino? Hamon?
Yeah.
Spain hamon.
Spain.
Is it
It's a
Korean or Spanish? Hamon.
Spanish.
Oh, it sounds Korean. I don't know. Okay.
We don't know about the pronunciation like hamon.
Hamon.
It's a real name.
It sounds Korean to me. I don't know. That's Spanish? Where's the rahamonga? Like, there's. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For me, actually, China.
What Chinese food?
They have so many.
Yeah, there's.
And Vietnam food is really nice also.
Oh. Sadly, I only know pho.
They have countless.
They have more.
Really.
베트남에 가고 싶어.
That's really nice.
You both have been to Vietnam? You both have been to China?
Yeah.
You both have been to Japan?
Yeah.
You both have been to Philippines?
Yeah.
Thailand?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep going until I find one.
Okay.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Europe. 독일,
Yeah.
Yeah.
프랑스,
Yeah.
영국,
Yeah.
이탈리아,
Yeah.
스페인.
Spain.
Yeah.
미국,
Yeah.
캐나다.
Yeah. She doesn't.
Canada?
No, Canada I didn't.
Yeah, okay, one, you're out. You too, okay.
Yeah.
But I've been there most of Europe.
Yeah.
She's European.
Austria.
Yeah.
Wow. Swiss.
Yeah.
Norway. No.
No, I've
Aha.
been.
Okay. They've been to more countries than I. Yeah.
Which country you can count the best?
The best,
Yeah.
of course, South Korea.
Yeah, except South Korea.
대한민국 최고입니다.
You will get the visa. Oh, it's great.
Someday.
Great answer.
Yeah. Oh, now I get visa. Yeah.
대한 외국놈. 대한 외국인.
But when I was young, when I was university student, I want to go to the German because the German is a field of university is almost cheap or free
Yeah. Free. Yeah.
to the abroad student.
Yeah.
So and also there are a lot of jobs too as a designer. Yeah, it was dream actually.
Also, you're both very successful women. So I am
I
back
don't
soon,
think so,
but
actually. I'm not, but she is.
she's
Yeah, she is really.
Samsung employee
She is really.
and she's
I'm not.
businesswoman,
No, I'm not.
international businesswoman.
I still have lots to do. I don't really think I'm doing right, and she is really doing well.
What do you do?
I work as a UX designer. UX designer is making some application on the phone. So as he mentioned, I'm working at Samsung. So I just make some smart things app. So yeah, the kind
You
of
make the design for the app,
Yeah,
Samsung
yeah.
app. And you do business, and you work as a model, right?
I'm so shy now.
Okay.
she's the CEO.
I'm so shy now.
She's CEO, she's model, she's international businesswoman, independent, strong woman,
And also model.
And also model. I think we already said that, yeah. Shy.
I'm just trying. I just keep trying.
Yeah.
I really want to get better, so I'm trying. I don't think I'm really doing right, but just keep trying. Thank you. Lecker?
Lecker.
Alles gut.
Alles gut. Can you also speak other languages? I don't know.
I know German.
You know German?
No, actually not, but
Actually not, but one word or
one word that I mentioned before.
What is that?
what you meant?
it?
Haksen.
No. Auf Wiedersehen. That I mentioned before.
I wonder how it sounds when foreigners speak Korean. Like, is there do you recognize when a Chinese person speaks Korean?
Or
Yeah.
How would it sound like?
how can I say that?
Can like I don't know. Would they when you say 안녕하세요? Can you hear it maybe or?
I can't even mimic that.
How about Japanese? Could you hear Japanese?
가무사무합니다.
감사합니다.
가무사무합니다.
합니다. 감사합니다. Oh yeah. Oh,
But it's
so cute.
yeah, the pronunciation is very different, so
Yeah.
we can recognize.
So it's totally different.
But which languages can you speak? Just
English.
Korean and English?
Little bit Chinese and Japanese. Really little bit.
Yeah.
Really little.
If there is one language that you could speak fluently, or like in 1 second, yeah, what language?
Chinese.
I think I would also go with Chinese because then I can more easily learn Korean and Japanese, and I know kanji.
Yeah. Kanji is really the biggest part, and actually Chinese includes Mandarin, Shanghainese.
Yeah.
So, and lots of it.
Cantonese,
Cantonese,
yeah.
Mandarin, Shanghainese, like lots of it.
Wow,
For me, was Spanish.
Really?
Spanish, good language. It sounds.
영어 다.
Yeah. So if I have a chance for the next language, I will study.
그러니까 스터디 말고 초능력으로 1초 만에 마스터할 수 있게 됐어.
Yeah, same.
진짜? So I'll master all of Chinese with the magic in 1 second, and then I will learn maybe like Spanish.
Yeah, because the Chinese we need to remember a lot of characters.
Yeah. I think for me it's easier. Like I also thought maybe Spanish, but I think it's easier to learn Spanish. But also maybe because for European maybe it's easier. But like
Compare it with that.
yeah, I think like I could learn Spanish much easier than Chinese, so that's why I took Chinese. Yeah, but maybe for you, yeah, Spanish is
And I think China will
But
be.
Chinese is also very difficult for Koreans too,
okay.
because we are totally different language.
Yes.
So if we need to study, we remember all the characters of Chinese.
Yeah.
So it's not related. It's
But
very hard.
But if master Chinese, we can write the really 어려운 단어들이나 이름 같은 거 다 한자로 다 쓸 수 있고 막 그런 거 생각하면 끝내주는 거죠. 막 한자로 되어 있는 진짜 어려운 논문 같은 거 그런 거 다 막 읽고 막.
근데 난 쓸 일이 별로 없을 것 같았어.
그러니까 그리고 제가 생각했을 땐 중국이 뜨잖아요. 그것 때문에 중국이 더 세질 것 같았어.
Do you understand?
Yeah, partly. 한국 사람들이 항상 너무 빨리 말해서 너무 힘들어.
사실 다른 것도 아니긴 한데.
빠르지 않아?
The other reason that I want to study for getting the ability of learning
Yeah.
the Spanish is I prefer the Western people. So yeah, so
You're European.
yeah, yes, that's why.
뭐 주고
Use the
있어?
Spanish.
뭐 주고?
아니고.
뭐 주고 있어? 예.
어라.
Because
Hola, yo soy Corea.
because
Yeah.
Spanish, Europe also use the Spanish, but also the South America.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
also use it. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
Yeah, so you can go to South America or to Spain
Yeah.
and I think like Spanish people are very romantic, so
And the taste of food also very nice.
Hola, bonito.
among the Europe countries, I can count as the best is Spain or Portugal.
In Europe, your like your favorite country was Spain
Yeah,
or Portugal?
Spain or Portugal.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
more. The weather was the best, and
yeah.
the food was the best, and the people are always very kind.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of how can I, architecture.
Yeah,
art.
beautiful architecture. Yeah.
So I love that place.
Per favore, tres cerveza.
No.
Maybe
Gracias.
gracias is it Italian or Spanish?
Grazie.
Grazie. Grazie is Italian.
Okay, yeah, that's funny. Now, actually, I would say for me, my favorite country in Europe is Italia. But also Spain and Portugal is also. I've never been to Portugal actually, but Spain is also beautiful.
The Italian gelato is best.
It's the best. It's the
Yeah.
world best. When I was
Yeah.
having one bite, Italy gelato, it was in Rome. It was just in front of the Colosseum.
Colosseum.
Yeah, Colosseum. And when I walked through the Colosseum, I visited the gelato place, and it was really small and old. Like I didn't expect that much, but then once I bite, and I feel like, what's that?
Yeah, I love
And
Italian gelato.
now, this is my first ice cream in my life. Before I had that was the real ice cream ever. So I realized that, what the fuck is that? It really, it's like,
To which cities in Italy did you go? Roma, Rome.
Rome, Firenze,
Huh?
Rome, Firenze.
Yeah.
Firenze.
Yeah. Venice.
Milan.
What was that?
Oh.
Positano.
I mean,
That was amazing. You should go. Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
just
very
I visit just famous places like Venice,
Venice.
I didn't go.
Firenze, and Rome, and Milan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Milan, Rome, yeah. Yeah, I think Italy is I like Italy so much because it's so beautiful and so romantic. But I also think Korea is very romantic. If you walk at Anguk, Anguk, that area is it's northern of Seoul. I think that's a very romantic area.
It was Positano.
Positano. Positano. Now I know. Positano. Sorry to all Italians who watch that.
I'm so sorry.
What's sorry in Italian?
Maybe similar in Spanish. Perdón is a Spanish.
Pardon, yeah.
Pardon?
Pardon is French. Pardon.
Yeah.
Is Spanish. French.
Actually, French, Italian, Spanish are
Yeah.
the same. So yeah, a little bit.
When you went abroad, actually, what did you miss about Korea? Like maybe when you go abroad, then you notice that's so good in Korea. I miss it here. Security. Yeah, that's right. Korea is so secure. You can go outside as a girl, and it's not dangerous, right?
And I can put my wallet here.
Yeah, wallet. I'm still not used to some place when I have to go to the toilet. Then I know I can leave my MacBook on the table. I know it's okay. It's a Korea. It's okay. But I cannot. So I put it in my backpack and then I go to the toilet and then I come back and then a Korean is sitting on my place because I have my stuff with me. Yeah.
If somebody is sitting beside, they can see all four doors. So the other one's wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are you stealing?
They keep watching.
The Koreans help each other.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
good.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that.
Security is
That's
one thing.
one thing.
This is not, not
Totally.
even compared. When I go abroad, I realize, there's so many words I can't translate.
Yeah.
It's not exist. Like 답답하다.
한국말로 설명해도 돼.
서운하다. Like those words not exist in English.
한국말로 설명해도 돼.
No.
Yes.
영어에
I don't know.
없는 말이 많으니까 그럴 때 좀 이게 내가
That was
just not
we
exist.
cannot
Okay.
translate as English.
Then I cannot make subtitles. Okay.
Let's say 수고하셨습니다. It's not exist in English.
Okay.
수고하셨습니다.
Yeah. Isn't also like 고생했어요?
How can you translate in English?
You suffered.
But they can. But
You suffered a lot. Have a nice day.
But
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
I don't want to attack you.
That's not.
How's life as a woman in Korea?
For women, age is very important to marry. So that also very effective.
When do Koreans get married? Usually
Early 30s.
early 30.
Nowadays it's increased, so that's why only 30. But
I think that's also same in Europe.
just a few years ago, it was almost
Like 29.
29.
Oh wow.
And also, we always ask the ages to the
Yeah.
woman or to the man, whatever, just people,
Yeah.
because our language have a hierarchy of the position
Yeah.
belong to the ages.
Mm.
So we need to know to speak together.
Yeah.
So it depends on the ages.
Uh-huh.
Their position is different.
But actually, exactly that thing is, I really hate that part in Korean.
Mhm.
I really hate that point because just why don't you polite each other's way, not just counting ages. Polite each other's way and respect each other. Why after counting ages and after counting and I'm older than you 1 year, you should polite to me. It's really stupid.
Right.
And age doesn't mean everything. I'm older than you. You should respect me. Like that type
Yeah.
of person exists in Korea. I
Yeah.
really hate that part.
But-
I never saw this type of culture the
Yeah.
other side.
Yeah. What if the person is much older than you, like 10 years older?
That doesn't matter. That type of people
Yeah.
exists, and I'm trying to say that Korean culture, counting ages,
Yeah.
is really good resources to them to being arrogant person. I really hate that part. And counting ages and making hierarchy and being arrogant is the most stupid culture in Korea, and I really hate that. And that's why Korean people keep thinking about themselves like I'm too old now. So when the person trying to do something, the whole Korean society says, "Wake up, you're 35. Wake up, you're 45. You should try this. You have to do this." They really,
Your age do this.
your age is you.
Yeah.
That's totally not.
I see.
It's not. We're not the same product. And we are not the same product from the same factories. We are not the plastic things. We are the human being, and we have a different creatures. It's your life. You can choose anything.
They all try to fit in the system. And what happens if you're not like the other people?
People gonna hate that person. The whole society hates that person, and everyone keeps saying that you're wrong. You're doing wrong. You're the wrong one.
Did you have, because you're a woman and you do your own business, so like being a businesswoman is not that normal, right? Like usually women don't do so much business like men. So what did people say?
First of it, people really don't think I'm doing the real business, and they really assuming like, she's so close. Maybe she doing some shopping, like let's say someone running their own shop. Maybe that's a kind of nail salon at a small place. Like people assuming that.
Yeah.
But let's say if there is a guy, I have my own business. I'm running my own business, and that business including the nail art. And then people think like, oh, maybe he's a really big place too, and he has maybe the nail with like whole big factory. Like people think it's really getting bigger, but if it's woman, really assuming everything small, and they think it's like, that can be nothing.
Let's say you're a woman over 30 and you don't have a family yet, then you...
I think she may have some problem.
Okay. So people keep asking a lot like, when do you get married or how like that?
So the reason why she cannot marry yet, she may have a very big problem or something. If she looks well,
Yeah,
nice.
that's what people think. So,
Yeah.
and if you're not married yet, then you're odd, you're different. Like,
When guy run their own business and when guy chasing their dreams and people say that, oh, he's so ambitious. But women when they doing exactly the same and people say, oh, she's so greedy.
But the companies, they trying to keep the balance. But when we go to the more higher position, we call it Yuri Chanjang is the glass ceiling.
Yeah, glass ceiling.
We sometimes we say like that. So because the guys try to keep the guys more higher as a boss.
I saw this year that I think the CEO of Kakao is a woman, right? I thought, oh, that's good.
A neighbor, yeah.
Neighbor CEO. So neighbor CEO is a woman. I thought like, oh, that's odd, but good.
Picking the woman as a CEO, that just sometimes it's just to showing them. We are more trendy. We're more.
So actually, the company is run by men, but they're like, this is our CEO. She's a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
And exactly that happens really so many times, especially the startups area. If it's a female, there's a lot of advantage. So actually, all the men's running. All the men's running the business, but they just pick just random woman among them and just she's a CEO and they take really lots of advantage. I saw that really many times.
I think now we told us to go. Okay. People have cake.
Is it that sweet I guess so? Let's stand me